Hello, friends, and welcome to the 12 Days of Crafting Advent. I'm your friendly Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator Susanne here, and today is day 10. And of course, I'll be featuring the Crafting Advent calendar, and we are opening this little box, and the best things come in little boxes. Don't you agree? What is it? It's shaker guts, and it is so pretty. I can't even get over it. So I'm trying to give you a close-up. I'll give you another little close-up. So there are little daisy flowers, there's circles, and there's little clear hearts and little clear resin bows. There's gold, these like little gold butterflies, and then of course there's just sprinkles. So I'm gonna pitch them all into a little dish here. I have several little dishes to keep all my bits and bobs in on my desk. And we're going to get started with a shaker card. So you may or may not like shaker cards. I do, because I like all the shaker guts. I got to say, I love it. So here I have a piece, two pieces. I have one piece of designer series paper and one piece of basic white stamping weight paper. And I am I'm going to adhere the pattern paper to the basic white, so that it creates a little bit of stability. So, and at this point I thought, oh, well, you know what? You probably could have, like maybe put the clear, sheet in between, but then I realized that my cut and emboss machine only cuts two pieces of paper at one time. So if you have a stronger one. So here are my two pieces of paper, and here's my circle die cut. And this is going to make the window of which the shaker guts will live. Well, the circle anyway. So I'm taking that apart, and then I think I used like a 4x4 window sheet. And of course, that gets adhered to the back side of my, my die cut hole. So I don't know why I do the things I do. How's that? I don't know why I chose to use tear tape for this. Any other kind of adhesive, even wet adhesive, would work. I guess maybe it's just on my desk and I grabbed it. So maybe I'm just showing you that there are many different adhesives, because we're using many different adhesives in this card today. Okay, so once I go all around the circle, I end up taking the release paper off of the adhesive, and then we're going to apply that small sheet of window sheet. And in the online catalog or online store, Stampin' Up! Does call this a window sheet, so you can find them. I think there's 2 or 3 pages of window sheet. I think there's 2 at least, and it comes with a tissue in between so that you don't have all the fingerprints. And I do suggest that once you have adhered this, that you just give it a simple buff with a cotton rag of some sort. You don't want to cause any more static electricity, but you do want to get your fingerprints off of it. All right, so these are called foam adhesive strips, and I actually take off the release paper on both ends. So, or I remove it from its container, and then I remove the release paper. So both sides are sticky, but I find that I can round the foam adhesive better with the release paper removed. Hopefully you're picking up what I'm throwing down. So basically, I know that gravity is going to pull the shaker guts to the bottom. So I don't want any seams at the bottom. I'd rather have them at the top or the side. So I end up just filling this little side bit with a little bit more. And I just double up, really. I don't particularly care. You don't have to butt anything up. And then I use the rest of the foam adhesive strips for the rest of the card. So I'm making a rectangle. And I'm not exactly sure why I showed you this whole section, but you know, just in case you didn't know how to make a shaker card, I'm going to share with you this long and boring process. Sorry about that. My voice sounds a little funny today, and it's not because I've been talking too much. I had a full day of chatting, and then I went out to a restaurant today, and that's why the video is late, because I didn't have time last night to edit it and get it out for you today. So you're going to get it really late, but as far as I'm concerned, at least it's coming out. I went out for dinner with a friend, and we are both self-employed, so we take each other out for dinner to celebrate the festive season. All right, so hopefully I've entertained you enough. We remove the release paper, and then we set this aside. Then I'm doing a close-up because seriously, you have to look at the shaker guts. So I have a little paintbrush, and now you can see really close. There's stars and dots and those little flowers, and there's some sequins, and there's little gold. I don't know if you're going to get a glimpse of it, but they're little gold butterflies. And then my camera is going in and out of focus. It's actually was really difficult to film this because my camera doesn't like white. That's all we're playing with here. So they were sort of off pink, and there were little clear hearts. And I did remove some of the clear hearts from the middle pile here. And I'm piling this on my card base, basic white card base, putting it where the circle I think is going to be. And now I'm going to place over top. It's really simple. I know that some people put the sequins and all the shaker guts in the well of the window. I just find it really hard to line the card up that way. So I like to do it this way. So that top right corner, I have some like little clear hearts, and I am going to use them to design for the design. So I'm folding my card base. I'm making sure that everything is pressed down wonderfully. And there's my shaker card. Of course, these embellishments required a shaker card, of course. I could not do it without. So anyway, here I'm going to use my embossing tools. So I have Versamark here. I'm inking up. This Versamark ink is a clear sticky ink, and I'm going to be able to stamp down. I have another one of these circles from what did I call them? Stylish Shapes dies. I did show you them in the video there, and I'll be honest, I use them all the time, so it's very handy. I did consider doing a rectangle, but I just felt that the circle did better with the flower motif, I guess. So I made sure to sprinkle it with gold embossing powder. And then here I come in with my heat tool. I heated it off to the side a little bit, 30 seconds or so before I took it to my project. And I'm just removing anything stray with my fingers. And now I'm going to adhere it down with my Seal Plus, because that was closest to me. And then I'm going to put and I use the sentiment Love You. And now I'm going to put some Tombow glue and I'm going to dot it around. And then I'm using my Take Your Pick tool to add the clear hearts in and around the Love You sentiment and even on the window. And that, my friends, is my card for today. I'm sorry I sound a little raspy. It's because I've been talking too much, and we had a loud restaurant to talk and shout. And anyway, I want to thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave me a lovely comment below. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.